personal foul penalties in 2 years. I don't think I've had him in 15. I think he's aggressive. Sometimes that can be interpreted as dirty, but he definitely needs to get himself under control.
I've done some bad stuff.
I'll stop on you.
And we'll leave it at that.
Well, one guy who thinks he's a dirty player joins us right now, the former director of officials and our own, Mike Pereira. Actually, Mike, you tweeted this right after the game saying Stu is not dirty, he's filthy. So as we bring you in, do you stand by that Stu is the dirtiest player in the league right now?
Yeah, you know, I do, because when I sat in that chair in New York, we looked at trends. And trends were repeat offenders. I mean, this guy has a rap sheet longer in a year and a half than most guys had in their whole career. He has more fines than Howie Long had in 13 years. I'm starting to think Howie was soft. This guy, to me, is beyond being a dirty player.
All right, so if you were the commissioner, what kind of punishment would you give?
It's got to be at least 2 games in my mind. You have to send a stronger message than just for a typical helmet-to-helmet shot. This is a non-football act, and a strong message needs to be sent to a talented young player.
All right, we appreciate your insight.
If I slap Mike Pereira after the show, will David Hill fine me or suspend me?
Well, hey, Michael just said he threatened referees when he was on the field.
I didn't threaten. I said I cursed a little bit. The producer's going to curse at us if we don't move on. Thanks a lot, Mike. Well, back from a long trip visiting the troops in South Korea, Jay Glazer, we bring him in for the Glazers Edge powered by NFL Mobile, only from Verizon. And Jay, you missed this in person in Detroit, but I know you've seen the tape. Everybody has, including the commissioner. So what's the league actually going to do this year?
All right, Kurt, the commissioner's office actually is meeting this morning to decide what action to take against the Indomitable. Right now, they're looking at 1 or 2 games, not more than 2 games, because they've looked at it and he's already been suspended for part of the game, obviously, the game that he was kicked out for. But also, as he accrues these fines, the Lions can get fined as well. Once the team gets a certain amount of fines, their team gets fined as well. Ownership.
All right, what's been the reaction been from Stu's teammates and other players around the league?
Actually, I've learned that the Detroit Lions players themselves, they actually met with Indomitable, I think it was on Friday, and they got after him, especially guys like Kyle Vandenbach. They're telling him, we can't have this, we can't afford this. And they got after him. Plus, players around the league, they're calling me to complain, but forget me, they also got in touch with the commissioner's office, so everybody's now jumping aboard. You guys talked about a target, there you go. Everybody's jumping aboard to try and get after this guy now.
And maybe that's why it went from a denial on Thursday to the team actually reprimanding him publicly on Friday. Then he apologized.
After him. I'm told they got after him.
All right, let's switch gears over to another team, the New York Jets. They made Mark